Good afternoon, basketball fans, and welcome to the First United Bank Center here in Canyon, Texas. Rivalry day here for WT and Eastern New Mexico. I'm Lucas Kinsey, joined by my broadcast partner, Kent Johnson. We are glad to have you with us today for what is a big matchup. It's always a big matchup, Kent, when Eastern New Mexico and WT hook up. You know, you look at this one today, and it's interesting, doing some research last night. The last time that Eastern New Mexico defeated the Lady Buffs, Michaela Connor, assistant coach, was scoring 15 points for the Greyhounds. Obviously, their head coach at that time was Josh Prock. Olivia Lewis, who played last year for WT, she got in on the mix in that game, which was played right here. It was 73-71, an overtime win for Eastern. So a lot of familiarity for these two teams, as if you didn't need to add anything else to the rivalry. But that was 2018. 7 straight wins for the Lady Buffs over the Greyhounds.
Yeah, it's here and now. What you got to do, what I'm looking at is I go back to this past Thursday when the Lady Buffs didn't play their best, defeated Western New Mexico 73-66, and what came to mind is it's a championship team that cannot play their best but still win basketball games.
Well, they'll have to be on their game today. Eastern New Mexico, they're coming off of a loss Thursday at Lubbock, where they played a really good first half, weren't able to get things going in the second half, and lost by 22 points. We'll have our national anthem and the starting lineups. So we were talking about Eastern New Mexico, the Greyhounds, their head coach, Megan De Los Reyes, second season, 17-21 overall record for Coach De Los Reyes. Eastern being the road gray uniforms. They'll start at number 1, guard Ashley Shipley, 5'7" junior from Tucumcari, transfer over from Texas A&M Commerce. Will also start in place of number 3, it'll actually be number 5, Julieta Seja, 6-foot freshman. Wearing number 12, their leading scorer, Deja Adrian, a very impressive player, 17 points a game, 7.5 rebounds, a 5'9" junior from Houston, Texas. Number 20, Bella Stone, 5'6" sophomore out of Crescent City, California. She scores 9 points a game, averages 5 rebounds, leads the team with 42 assists and 25 steals. And there is number 30, fifth starter, is Lazarea Saunders, forward, 6 foot, out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. She's a transfer from Alabama A&M. The Lady Buffs, a record of 14-3, 7-2 in Lone Star Conference play. That home win streak, it was tested on Thursday by Western New Mexico. Lady Buffs did win that game, though, 73-66. So it stays alive, 4th longest in the nation at 22 games in a row. They'll try to make it 23 today. Josh Prock, second season. He's 2-0 against his former employer in Portales, New Mexico. Lady Buffs, again, coming off of that 7-point win Thursday where they didn't play their best, but they found a way in the second half to overcome that slow start and win. The starters for WT, only one change in the starting lineup, but they'll start at guard number 11, Zam Roberts, 5'7" senior from Portales, New Mexico, 7 points a game, 2.5 rebounds for Zam. Number 23, Carly Matschenbacher, 5'8" sophomore. Carly, 22 points in the win Thursday over Western New Mexico. Number 24, Nyla Fabach, 6'4" junior. She has really been playing well of late. Nyla producing double-doubles. She scored 15 points and had 9 rebounds in the win over the Mustangs Thursday. Number 30, Lauren Taylor, 5'10" senior from Collierville, Tennessee, 9 points a game, 4 rebounds for the senior, who is now over 1,000 points in her career, and the one change in the starting lineup is number 35, Kamira Decker, 6'2" senior from Elk Grove, California, transferring over this season from where else? Eastern New Mexico. Kamira 5 points a game, 4 rebounds, her season high 10 points in a win on New Year's Day over Cameron. And Kent, you like that move there? Put Kamira Decker in the starting lineup against her old team?
Yeah, you know, there's got to be some emotion there, some desire to say, hey, I made the move over here, and we're better than you are. But it also shows that Josh Prock wants two bigs on the floor.
Right.
You know, he's got Fabach, he's got Decker out there. For Eastern New Mexico, it all revolves around Deja Adrian. She leads them in scoring at 17.3. She gets to the line a lot. She's got a good percentage from the field. She's one that you're going to have to contend with.
All right, we'll see if Eastern can get back on track again. They were only down by 5 at halftime Thursday at the Rip Griffin Center, making some good baskets, playing pretty good defense. Second half, things turned around. Lubbock Christian got hot, could not miss. Eastern got cold, and the result was a 77-55 win for LCU. Enjoyed visiting before the game. Both you and I did, Kent, with Doc Elder, the broadcaster for Eastern New Mexico.
A lot of class act.
Class act, great guy, and that's what he was telling us is this Eastern team as they go. A great start there for Kamira Decker. And that one may have been drawn up there from Coach Prock. Say, we're going to go right inside to Kamira. She scores, is fouled. Look at the replay here.
The play was drawn up. The way the shot went in, it completely leaves the frame of our camera there.
And the free throw's good, so a great start for Decker. This Eastern New Mexico team, 7-7 overall. They're 4-5 in conference play. And they have a lot of new faces on this team. The leading scorer, Deja Adrian, she's a transfer from Blinn Junior College. Seven seconds on the shot clock. They swing it around the porch. There'll be a three-pointer put up, missing and rebounded by Zam Roberts. Shot was put up by Bella Stone. Look at Zam push ahead. Another player that used to do some work in Portales before transferring last season to West Texas A&M. Taylor, good look, missed it short, and the rebound will be tracked down by Julieta Ceja. You know, Eastern has some size out on the floor, even with some of their perimeter players. Lady Buffs start man-to-man defense. Stone stuck in the corner. That's Ceja actually, and finds an open player. That's Ashley Shipley that scores. Good look.
Good read by Shipley. Saw that Ceja was double teamed underneath and took advantage. Now we got a steal.
Yep, good defense by Eastern. They get the steal. They push ahead. A tough shot. Machenbacher playing good defense. Affected that attempt from Deja Adrian. We got a whistle and a foul, though, as Eastern gets the offensive rebound, and a foul goes against West Texas A&M.
Lauren Taylor, her first. The team's first foul, or actually second foul of the ball game.
You know, in this first half, we're looking for the Lady Buffs, Kent, on just those energy plays that we're missing Thursday night, and that's what Coach Prock said. We're going to clean that up. That'll be taken care of. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Greyhounds. It was interesting, too, Kent, when he visited with me at halftime of the men's game. He said, you know, everyone always says, it's coach speak, that you play like you practice, okay, or vice versa. He said, well, we had excellent practices going into Thursday night's game. He said, we kind of stunk it up a little bit. So go figure. Eastern with the ball up top. Dribbling is Bella Stone. She'll go right at Zam. Quick hands. Ball poked free. It'll stay with Eastern. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Thank everybody for tuning in today here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network. Lucas Kinsey, Kent Johnson, the Thunder Vision production team, director Jacob Griffin. Should be a fun day here between these two rivals. Adrian, tough shot, buried it. Smooth release. Again, played last season at Blinn Junior College. A little trivia for you, Blinn Junior College, a lot of good players have gone through there, but one of the most famous, Cam Newton in football. Played for a national championship in junior college. There's a three, and it's splashed in by Zam Roberts.
Should we read anything in that the two players for the Lady Buffs that have scored thus far are Eastern transfers?
Yeah. Shot missed inside. And the Lady Buffs secure the rebound. Good ball movement. 2-point lead here for the home team. Decker has it up top. It's going to go right back to Zam. They'll run a set play here with 6 seconds on the shot clock. High ball screen. They switch it. Robert steps back.
Oh, baby.
Shazam. 5-point lead for West Texas A&M. Into the front court. Now you see the Lady Buffs switch and go some matchup 3-2 zone, and the Greyhounds break it down. An easy layup for Bella Stone. (9-6) the score. West Texas A&M in a really good start for the Lady Buffs offensively. It continues with a three, this time right in front of the Eastern bench. Lauren Taylor knocks it down from long distance. Lady Buffs have been on fire from the three-point line this season. It's going to be a foul against Kamira Decker as Eastern went inside to Lazaria Saunders. Saunders, one of the taller players on the team at 6 feet tall. Actually, they called that one. It's going to be, I apologize, that's Julieta Ceja that will be the shooter. Ceja, 6-foot freshman. (12-7) lead. Our stats are down right now. We'll see if we can get those up as the game goes on. Second free throw coming here for Ceja. And she drains it. In the loss Thursday against Lubbock Christian, Eastern scored 12 points in the third quarter, 13 points in the fourth quarter. The problem was that the Lady Shaps scored 19 and 23. One area that Eastern was excellent, though, Kent, was from the free throw line. They hit 16 of 17 there. Ball goes inside to Thabach, and she got it underneath. They hit the bottom of the padding there on the backboard. Good defensive possession by the Greyhounds, and they push ahead. Stone likes the matchup. Quickness against Thabach. Head fake. Wow.
Nice. Going in against the big Thabach. She got Nylam turned around.
Quick player. Mentioned that she leads the team in assists and in steals this season. Burgess is in the game. Sets a good ball screen for Machenbacher, and her shot just inside the paint is short. Eastern runs, and a two-pointer good off the window for Saunders. And we're tied 12-12 with 5 minutes to play here in the opening period. Here's a shot from Zam. Wow. She's locked in, Kent. She looks like she had this one circled. And, of course, last year played against Eastern twice. But
at some point, Eastern's going to have to extend the defense. That's going to open up Thabach and Burgess underneath.
Zam has made 2 3-pointers. Lauren Taylor has made 1. And the Lady Buffs, a good offensive start in the opening quarter. Lead by 3 points. They get another stop. Ball goes into Burgess. Outside, another 3. No, it was from Himer, who can knock those down. The crowd was expecting it to go in. Bella Stone pushes ahead. Past the defense. And it's in and out. A late whistle. Some contact as Stone hit the floor hard there. And she is doing a good job in this first quarter. Bella Stone is of getting in the paint with dribble penetration. Immediate timeout with 4 minutes and 8 seconds to play. And it's a tight one. No surprise here at the First United Bank Center. Lady Buffs up by 3. We're back after this timeout.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day. With a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons. We live for this.
Jenkins Doors and Windows began serving the Texas Panhandle in 1927, and we take pride in being a part of your neighborhood. We don't use false promises or gimmicks. We simply offer quality doors and windows at a fair price, and we stand behind every sale. Jenkins is family owned and operated, and proudly continues the traditions of quality and excellence that started over 80 years ago. Call us at 372-4336 or stop by our showroom at 820 West 6th and let our knowledgeable staff help you pick out the perfect doors and windows for your home.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. 15-12 lead for the Lady Buffs. So look at the Eastern New Mexico bench there. Last season, they were 10-14. Megan De Los Reyes in her second season has recruited some new players. They're off to a pretty good start here, Kent, in terms of what Eastern wants to do game plan-wise. They're going to use their quickness and their athleticism here against the Lady Buffs.
Well, they're getting the ball inside, but what I'm impressed by is the passing ability of their guards, particularly Bella Stone. She whips it in there quick.
And she's at the line shooting 2. First one off the rim, though, a miss there. And early on, you got to be impressed as well with Stone's green shoes. Got the green sneakers, looks like maybe pink on the side with the Nike swoosh. She makes the second one, and it's 15-13. Lady Buffs lead by 2. Holly Stalder on the floor for the first time off the bench. Drives in, lost it, stolen away, and Greyhounds off to the races. 3-on-2. Crashing in and forcing a foul. Give credit there to Deja Adrian. Wasn't the prettiest of shot attempts, but it does the job because she forces the foul on Holly Stalder, and she's got 2 free throws. Here's a look at the replay.
I might have called the foul on number 23 there, but either way, Greyhounds at the line.
Well, I promise this box score says that Eastern was 16 of 17 at the free throw line. They've already missed several here to start this first quarter. Second one's good for Adrian. And again, in conference games, on the road, every point matters. Machenbacher brings it down. Lady Buffs move the ball around the perimeter. Stalder drives baseline, turns, and scores. And those are the shots the other night, Ken, on Thursday that were popping in and out for Holly.
Yeah, at least in the first quarter, the ball is falling for the Lady Buffs.
On the other side, an answer, 3. No, too strong on the attempt from Corin Camara. And they turn it over. Machenbacher kind of forces that pass in there. Stalder wasn't quite turned and ready for it. A deep 3 from Bella Stone is off the front rim. So quick trip there for the Greyhounds. Nice step through and a left hand off the glass for Machenbacher. That's what you were talking about Thursday with her being more aggressive from the start.
Yeah, nobody in a gray uniform wanted to step in and make a stop. That lane was open.
Another open 3. This time it's good. Knock it down for Camara. A true freshman out of Hanford, California.
Yeah.
Still a 2-point lead for West Texas A&M. Stalder sees an opening. Will dish outside. Machenbacher, good release. That was in and out. Burgess with a strong rebound, and she was trying to go back up and was fouled. We saw Jayla do a good job Thursday in the second half, getting a little more aggressive, and that's what Coach Prock needs. And Kent, we got our stats back up. That's good.
Yeah, what it shows, both teams shooting very well from the floor. The Lady Buffs 7 of 12 at 58%. The Greyhounds 6 of 12 at 50%.
Well, another turnover. That was a problem Thursday in the first half. Lady Buffs turned it over 11 times. How many turnovers do they have now? Already 4. But Eastern turns it right back over to West Texas A&M. And some of these turnovers right now are unforced. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left. First quarter action from the First United Bank Center here in Canyon. And a tight one between West Texas A&M and Eastern New Mexico. A deep 3-pointer is good. Wow. Asia Himer, nearly from the First United Bank Center logo.
That was about 5 of 7 from 3 in the first quarter.
Goodness. I'll tell you who's got to love this right now is Tom Brown, right? It's the way the men play.
He'd love it more if it was his team hitting them.
Oh, the paint opens up.
Man.
Fortunate there for the Lady Buffs that the layup was missed from Stone because the help defense disappeared. Here's Himer, another 3. It's short. That was a heat check there from the sophomore guard. Matschenbacher will come to the bench, get a breather. Zam Roberts back on the floor. Minute and a half to play, first quarter. Freshman against freshman, actually sophomore against freshman. Stone, second-year player, with Stalder guarding her. They go left side. What a block from Burgess. Zam is trapped and in trouble, and it's going to be a jump ball. Good pressure from Saunders there. They trapped Zam right after she got the rebound. She just couldn't get out of it.
That's one where you wish Zam could call a timeout.
Usually she can dribble out of those because she's quick enough, but she didn't have enough space.
Well, she didn't have space. That baseline was a defender in that case.
So the Greyhounds get it back. Eastern trailing by 5 points. Saunders sees the opening. Nice left hand over the defense of Thabach.
Well, that's a disappointing sequence there. Lady Buffs get a defensive board, turn it over, and then give up a lay-in.
Yeah, Lazaria Saunders, grad transfer, senior. She comes over from Alabama A&M. Zam Roberts, good penetration. Dish to Burgess. Shot was missed. And Edisha Beck secures the rebound. She comes off the bench, but scores 11 points a game. She's a transfer from Wright State.
Dayton, Ohio. She's a Midwest girl from Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Missed the shot. Rebound picked up, though, by her teammate Saunders. 8 seconds to shoot because it did not draw iron. 4 seconds. Up top, Shipley puts up a 3, a desperation 3 that missed. Rebound to Thabach, and she's fouled. Nine seconds left in the quarter here for the Lady Buffs. Zam's going to let that ball bounce a little bit, get as much time as she can, and go. Wow, Stone picked her pocket. 2 seconds left. Nobody can get a handle on the ball. And a decent shot attempt from Saunders, but good defense by the Greyhounds to close out the quarter. The Lady Buffs lead 22-19, but Eastern New Mexico can't get 7 steals, forcing 7 turnovers by the Lady Buffs after the first quarter. The Lady Buffs ended the quarter on a scoring drought of 2 minutes and change. We'll take a timeout, come back, and start second quarter play from Canyon, Texas, here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
Energy is a glowing sphere of hot gas. It's an ocean of air. And at Excel Energy, we make it safe. It's why we train first responders. Help you identify where utility lines are buried. Sir, do not dig there. And it's why we study the flight paths of majestic golden eagles before we build a wind farm. Safer energy, people. It's all part of a carbon-free 2050. You, us, together.
Choosing the right countertops for your kitchen can be tricky. Nowadays, there are hundreds of colors, patterns, and textures and materials that range from natural to engineered stone. Marble Depot is here for you throughout every step of the process. And yes, we do have a lot of options that might make that decision a little harder, but we're also going to ask the right questions so that you get the most out of your investment. So come by our showroom and let us help create what you've been dreaming of.
Welcome back to West Texas A&M. The Lady Buffs lead over Eastern New Mexico is slim. It's only 3, 22-19. Anything stand out on the stats, Kent, from the first quarter?
Well, what I notice is the Lady Buffs from the floor, 8 of 15, 50%, and obviously the 5 of 8 from three-point range. Rebounding, 9 to 8 in favor of the Lady Buffs. You don't like the turnovers.
It was 6
to just 1 for Eastern.
And they start the quarter off, the Lady Buffs do, with another turnover. Ball fumbled out of bounds. Back to the Greyhounds. First possession of the quarter for Eastern New Mexico. A drive and a slide. It's a turnover. Steps taken there by Deja Adrian. So it gives the ball back to West Texas A&M. Starting the second quarter here for the Lady Buffs, Machenbacher brings it up. She's joined by Thabach, Lauren Taylor, Kamira Decker, and Kyla Kane, freshman from Wellington, on the floor. Good pressure defense for the Greyhounds. Thabach wants it inside with a mismatch against Ashley Shipley. Instead, Carly takes the three, and it's last touched by West Texas A&M. And there was still enough time on the shot clock. If you get those mismatches where you got 6'3" going up against 5'7", be patient and get it inside.
Yeah, but when you've been shooting the three as
That's
hot
true.
as the Lady Buffs have,
That's true.
keep going to the well.
So nobody scored here in the second quarter. Up top, Stone, the jab step, they just moved the ball. Azaria Saunders drives strong at Decker, missed the shot. Lady Buffs secure the rebound. Taylor in transition, spin, left the shot short, and it's last touch by Eastern. He'll stay with the Lady Buffs. Exciting day here for basketball action, this one, and then following this game, the men's, WT, a hot team. They won their last two in a row in conference. They'll take on Eastern New Mexico. Oh, a spin and a miss from Decker. Thought she had that shot, and it just rims out. In transition, Edisha Beck could have taken the three, but the Greyhounds will run some offense. Shipley backs down Kane, creates some space, and buries the short jumper in the paint.
Nice work.
It's a good look there for Eastern. And a whistle. Foul's going to go against Deja Adrian.
Foul number 12, Deja Adrian, her first.
Only her first personal foul. Points in the paint, 12-6 advantage for Eastern New Mexico. But again, those threes.
Lady Buffs points are coming from outside the arc.
5 of 9 for WT, 1 of 7 for the visitors from the land of enchantment. First it was Western New Mexico on Thursday, now Eastern New Mexico today. Good defense on the perimeter from Beck. Nearly got a turnover. Shot clock under 10 seconds. Machenbacher spins. That shot pops off. And it's going to be a turnover. That's just one where not the court awareness and unintentionally stepping on the inline was Kiki Roberts. Gives it back to WT. Roberts just a freshman. They have some good athletic freshmen on this team, a young team, mixed in with a few seniors.
They've shown a lot more athleticism and court presence than what previous Eastern teams have shown.
Yeah.
I mean, they look sharp today.
Ball goes off of Burgess's hands. Eastern was asking for a backcourt violation, but there was no control.
Ball was tipped back.
That's one of those calls that you could almost have a clinic on, Kent. What is a backcourt, what's not? Ball goes inside to Decker, rushed her layup and missed it.
I think in that case, though, Saunders tipped the ball. Yeah. The defender knocked it in the backcourt.
Transition three, a good look for Beck.
Man.
Knocks it down. So the second three of the game made by the Greyhounds, and Eastern has the lead. The Lady Buffs have not scored in this second quarter. Eastern playing scrappy defense. Himer tries a three, misses it, and WT's gone cold.
Yeah. Got to weather the storm here. Play solid defense.
And here's that 3-2 look defensively. Actually, they've switched back to man. They're going to call a foul on Himer. Trying to stay with Ashley Shipley. A sub will come in for Eastern New Mexico. Back on the floor, it'll be Deja Adrian checking out. Kiki Roberts. Zam Roberts will come in for WT in place of Lauren Taylor. Ooh, strong drive by Shipley. A little dipsy-do and nearly got that layup to fall. Shipley in conference, last year conference. She transfers over from Texas A&M Commerce. The Lions now in Division I in the Southland Conference. But Shipley familiar with the Lady Buffs. Left-handed shot won't fall. And as Burgess is trying to secure the rebound, this is kind of a frustration foul from Adisha Beck. You miss a shot like that, you want to get that rebound, but you can't get that.
Can't run through the player getting it, though. You know, at the end of the first quarter, we were talking about what was impressive. 8 of 15 from the floor for the Lady Buffs. They're 0 for 6 here in the second quarter.
All right, so where are they going to find the offense? The Botch is back in the game. Maybe they'll go inside the transfer post player who's been hot for the last several games. Thabach will go at the defense and draw a foul. Nylam's going to the free throw line here, or should be. Foul was called against Lazaria. Oh no, did they catch Stone?
They got 20.
Okay, I thought it was. Here's a replay. It's Thabach. Just that little.
Got her with the reach there. Okay. It wasn't so much the body.
First personal foul. No, second on Bella Stone. That's not good for Eastern New Mexico. Stone 5 points, a rebound and assist already. Good free throws there for Thabach, and we're tied at 24 all. 6 minutes to play, second quarter. Some full court pressure by the Lady Buffs. Into the game for Eastern. A sub, number 32, Marley Freeman. Beck gets Thabach to bite. Shot missed. Beck gets a rebound over Machenbacher, misses the layup. It's going to stay with Eastern New Mexico. Yeah, the Greyhounds are getting some good looks in the paint. They're not falling now.
Well, that pump fake and dribble drive.
Good skill, huh?
That was big time, yeah.
Beck will just take the three this time. It's in and out. A slow start for Beck, their second leading scorer. Just 1 of 5 from the field. Lady Buffs miss a shot, and Eastern clears the board quickly. The offense struggling for both teams here in this second quarter a little bit. WT's only scored 2 points. Eastern has scored 5, and this was after a 22-19 output in the first quarter. Nice block by Thabach, and then an offensive foul. Roberts got run over. Who was the foul on?
Watching her go down and hope she gets up. She went down hard and really twisted her lower body going down, and she's favoring that left knee, which has the brace on right now.
Yeah, she kind of just got pushed a little bit there by Marley Freeman. Zam is going to limp to the end of the bench, and I hope she's okay. Machenbacher brings it up. Holly Stalder back on the floor in place of Zam Roberts, and a reach foul goes against number 23, Alexandra. Get this one right. Serenina, yeah, you're right. Good job by Eastern New Mexico providing the pronunciation guide for us. 4:58 to play, second quarter, and a timeout on the floor. We're tied 24-24 between Eastern New Mexico and West Texas A&M. We're back after these messages on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
shooting 8 of 22, 36% for the game. Eastern New Mexico 9 of 26, 35%. Lady Buffs hit 5 of their first 8 3-pointers. They're now 5 out of 10 for 50%. Greyhounds 2 of 9 for 22%. Lady Buffs have been to the line 3 times. They've knocked them all down. Carly Motzenbacher trying to add to that total now.
And it does make the first free throw. Yeah, Eastern has done what they have done a good job of defensively is defending inside. The Lady Buffs with only 6 points in the paint. They have held Nylam Thabach to just 2 points. Second free throw good for Carly there. Kamira Decker has 3. So doing a pretty good job interior defense. Lady Buffs lead 26-24. Stone, nice pass inside. The left-handed layup missed on the attempt from Roberts. WT will run some offense here. Strong drive. Carly couldn't get the layup to fall. There's Thabach, though, crashing in, getting an offensive rebound and drawing a foul. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. There's the drive. Carly thinking, how did that layup not crawl? And Thabach at the line where in this first half she's 2 for 2 so far. And now 2 of 3. Got the second one. Thabach now has 3 points, all from the free throw line. 27-24 lead for WT. Eastern has just 3 turnovers so far in this game. An open shot, a 3-pointer off the mark from Corin Camara. And the ball goes out of bounds back to West Texas A&M. Good officiating crew today. I want to mention those guys. Jason Smith, Randall Arbuckle, and Michael Urdialis. Good veteran crew. Motzenbacher passed everybody. And an easy layup, and then Eastern.
Turnover.
Yeah, you hate to see those if you're a Greyhounds fan, just inbounding the ball after a made bucket.
And we were just talking about how they've been protecting the basketball, and those unforced turnovers are the ones that get you.
Kent, it's a good sign. Zam Roberts is back on the floor. Hopefully she'll not be favoring that left knee too much. Taylor off the bounce. The shot is missed. We've learned this about Zam, though, Kent. She's so tough. She's going to play, tries to come in and affect a shot. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Eastern. Fall back to WT.
Yeah, her grit, Zam's grit belies her size.
She
you look at
still
her,
looks like she's limping a little bit.
Yeah, it's hurting.
So she gave it a try and will come back out. Asia Himer on the floor along with Kamira Decker.
She's going straight to the end of the bench over there where she can stretch it out a bit.
So Stalder will bring it up here for West Texas A&M. It's a 5-point lead for the Lady Buffs. Eastern in a scoring drought of 4 minutes. They're 0 of their last 9 shooting. Taylor goes past the defense. Her layup is in and out. Both head coaches scratching their head, thinking, got to convert on those high percentage looks.
That's 2 trips in a row for West Texas A&M where layups have just rimmed out.
The drive, jump stop, shot put up. Good defense by Decker with the miss coming from Julieta Ceja. And now 0 for 10 are the Greyhounds, a scoring drought nearing 5 minutes. And they still only trail by 5. Stalder. They move it over to the left side. to Hemer. Nobody can get a good look. Ooh, Taylor nearly traveled. 4 seconds. Taylor has to put up a deep contested three. And you're thinking, is that the best look we can get?
Yeah.
Apparently.
That's the best shot you could have, for sure.
Great three-pointer from Lauren Taylor.
8-point Lady Buff lead.
And Eastern, which looked so good in the first quarter offensively, has scored how many points in the second quarter? Just 5. Stone working on Stalder. Ball pops free. Now she'll go back at it. Drive and some contact there. No call. Coach De Los Reyes furious. Thought there should have been a foul called against the Lady Buffs. Hemer drives past the defense and puts it softly off the window for the 2. 10-point lead for West Texas A&M. Crowd getting into it here. That's Asia Hemer cheering section right in front of us. Into the paint, Ashley Shipley. Oh, ball will just not fall right now for Eastern New Mexico.
Yeah, Eastern can't get into that halftime locker room soon enough.
And this is exactly what Doc Elder, the broadcaster for Eastern, told us happened Thursday. They just hit a spurt on the road in Lubbock where he said we could not hit a bucket, not score.
Ashley Shipley called for her second personal foul. Greyhounds over the 5-foul limit, so Asia Hemer goes to the line.
At halftime, Kent will have a couple of interviews for the fans, for the Lady Buffs and Buffs fans. First, Kent will visit with men's associate head coach, actually assistant coach David Chavlovic. And he'll talk to us about the Buffs and Greyhounds game. And then our Lady Buff head softball coach, Michael Mook, will stop by, and I'll get a chance to visit with him. It's almost softball, baseball season.
Start that first weekend in February.
Free throws good for Hemer. Lead is 12. It's a 12-0 run by the Lady Buffs over the last 4:54. Eastern drives and scores, and that snaps the 6-minute, 9-second scoring drought. A layup for Eastern, make it 36-26. On the other side, Taylor lost the ball. And that layup.
That was by Adrian.
Okay, Adrian was able to put that one in. Deja Adrian. He
has 5 points here in the first half.
Averages 17 on the season. Here's Kyla Kane with 12 seconds on the shot clock, surveying the defense. Four seconds to shoot it. Machenbacher got to put it up. 2 seconds, drives, and still gets it off. Carly knew she had enough time. Impressive shot there. On the other side, a layup in and out for Stone. Rebound WT, 38-26. 20 seconds left. See if they slow it down and play for one here. That's what they'll do. Machenbacher uses the ball screen from Taylor. Into the paint, past the defense. Carly did it again. Wow. 10 points for Machenbacher. 1 second left. Desperation three. Too strong on the attempt by Edisha Beck. So the Lady Buffs end the half on a 16-2 run. Actually make it an 18-2 run. And we'll lead 40-26 at the locker room. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, Kent will visit with David Chavlovic. And then I'll visit with Lady Buff head softball coach Michael Mook. Our score is 40-26, WT on top at the break.
Welcome to Shimon Dental Group, where every day we're excited to see our patients and treat them like family. We are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality care in a friendly and comfortable environment. Shimon Dental Group's patient-focused philosophy puts your needs front and center.
We are constantly investing in leading-edge technology. Innovations that speed the treatment process and improve aesthetics. We're expanding the breadth of our cosmetic and restorative services through training to provide the best possible outcomes.
Just with the level of commitment that they show to taking care of my family and I, it's absolutely unmatched in this town, so I've been very happy with them.
Brightening smiles for more than 3 decades.
Contact Shimon Dental Group for your appointment today.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. We are at the half with the Lady Buffs closing out the first half of play with an 18-2 run to go up 40-26 over the Eastern New Mexico Greyhounds. Visiting now with assistant men's coach David Chavlovic, where the Buffs will bring their 10-5 season record, but more importantly an 8-1 conference mark into this afternoon's game against an Eastern New Mexico team which is also 10-5 overall. And what can you tell us about this Eastern New Mexico basketball team?
Well, they're really good. They're really big. I mean, Thursday they started a 6'6" point guard, so you'll expect them to be big and physical and try to bully us a little bit. So it'll be an interesting game because we're not the biggest team.
3 players averaging double-figure scoring, led by a guard, Eze DK.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good player. He actually didn't start last game for him. I think he's coming off of an injury based on watching my film, but he's a really good player. He's really strong, can shoot. If we don't cover him, he will give us problems today.
Now we go back to the Buffs Thursday. Really their second consecutive solid game on both ends of the court. Larry Wise lighting it up from outside, but defensively the Buffs played strong.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Gove is an absolute mastermind. So it just took us, or the guys, time to kind of buy into what he was saying, figure out what he was saying. And, once they started believing in him, I think we started playing a lot better. Because, like I said, Coach Gove really knows what he's talking about. I've already learned a lot from him.
It's, we hear coaches say offense feeds off of defense. It's hard to get fast breaks. It's hard to make runs when you don't get stops.
I mean, that is 100% correct. If we're not getting stops, we're not playing at the pace we want to play at, which is up and down, up and down. I mean, we want to score 100 points every game. I'm sure you guys know that, but we want to score 100 points, and we want them to score about 50.
What kind of style will we see out of this Greyhound team today?
They'll be more of a half-court team. We'll try to speed them up quite a bit, and they will try to pound the basketball inside, and then defensively they are going to switch everything. So hopefully there's a lot of mismatches for us there.
But you talk about pounding inside, that's going to put a premium on Ryland Holt, Damian Thornton underneath. It's normally a mismatch in there.
Absolutely, and it's not just on those guys. Our guards will come probably double. I shouldn't have said that on camera. Our guards will come in and help them out a little bit, and we'll try to get the ball out of the post and make them jump shooters tonight.
Well, David, looking forward to the game. Buffs and the Greyhounds coming at the conclusion of the Lady Buffs game. We've been visiting with David Chavlovic, assistant coach for the Buffs basketball team. We are at the half. Lady Buffs leading Eastern New Mexico 40-26. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, Lucas will be visiting with Lady Buff softball head coach Michael Mook. You're watching Lady Buff basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
It's got the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of, and now it's here. First Financial Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly, local approval. It's service that just comes naturally to us, much like a love of tradition comes naturally to you. First Financial Bank, you first. Member FDIC.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train long, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. Halftime of the women's game, 40-26 is the score. Lady Buffs lead over Eastern New Mexico. We're in full swing in basketball. We are just getting very close to softball and baseball season. Glad to have joining me here at halftime, Lady Buff head softball coach Michael Mook. Coach, thanks for coming up and visiting with us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Coach Mook, we were just saying during the break, 4th year. Hard to believe, already your 4th season. You got a national championship. You got obviously a great program established, and a lot of excitement around your program.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm super excited. Time flies, man. I can't believe it's 4 years already.
So, Coach, let's talk first about off-season. Some additions to the team, some team players obviously that are returning, and just what your expectations are as you're, again, February 4th, you open up in Los Lunas, New Mexico.
Yeah, we return all of our starters except for one, and she was our DH. So excited to have our whole defense back. We have some really good freshmen that are in too. And obviously pitching is a big key, and to have all your pitching back it's a huge thing. So I'm excited for the season. I think we're going to have a really strong team.
You go back 2 years ago and a national championship obviously for the team. Follow that up last year, nearly win 30 games, 29-16 record. And last year, you had a mix of returners from that championship team, also some new players and some young players that did a good job for you. You're going to bring back Ruby Salzman, okay, who everybody knows Ruby, her final season, I believe, to play for WT. Kyra Lair also, a talented pitcher who was a part of that national championship team. You'll have Heidi Vortherms, you'll have Diana Murtha, Emma Parrish, who did a good job for you pitching. So talk a little bit about when you're bringing back experience and talent like you are, how that really helps overall with some of the new players coming in.
Yeah, anytime you have returning players that have the experience that those guys have, it definitely makes a big difference for the new players. They get to learn from watching a little bit, and just seeing how they go about their business, not even necessarily in a game setting, but even just in a practice, showing up every single day with that mentality that I'm going to get better, that I'm going to be focused, I'm going to work hard. When they see those returning players that, they probably watched on TV, watch them playing for us, and to get a chance to kind of see what they do, what makes them tick, what makes them good, and what do they do. We're just very blessed with some really good leadership in that way, that our younger kids can kind of see what they're doing, they can follow their lead, and then they're going to take off and flourish.
What were some things that you looked at specifically in the offseason from last year to this year that you said, hey, we need to be better in these areas if we want to get back to, which obviously what your goal is every season is, we want to compete for a championship?
Absolutely, defensive. That's been our focus throughout the whole fall. We're still focused on offense and pitching and all that kind of stuff, but that was the one area that usually that's been our strength. That's an area that I always tell our team every year, you got offense, you got defense, and you got pitching. If you can win 2 out of those 3 areas, you have a pretty good chance at being successful. And defense has kind of always been one of those things that's just been in our pocket all the time. That's what we're going to have. And then we just got to take care of one of the other 2. That's one of the areas that this year we've really spent a ton of time on in the fall, just really getting after the defensive side of things, being really fundamentally sound. And we've taken a lot of time breaking things down and being really picky on what we do. And in my experience, that really pays off as the year goes on, and you start being able to add in all the fancy stuff and everything like that. But if you can throw and catch better than other teams, you have a pretty good chance of being successful.
Visiting with Lady Buff head coach Michael Mook as the softball season getting closer to starting February 4th. They'll kick off on the road in a tournament in Los Lunas, New Mexico. The season tickets are on sale right now for those home games. Coach, talk about that. I know it's your 4th year, and so you've gotten used to Canyon, Texas, gotten used to West Texas A&M. But I'm telling you, just you love going out to the Lady Buff softball complex and watching those games with the fans right there. It's such a great home field advantage.
Absolutely, I've coached at all places all over the country, and I haven't been at a place that
Schaefer Park.
That has the atmosphere that Schaefer Park has. Just the fans make a difference, and I remember hearing that from people when I first took the job of how much fun it is to go to the games and how much fun the fans had. And during our first home game, I remember at one point just kind of taking a second and just taking it all in, and just like, it is fun. Like, if I had a chance to come watch us play and I wasn't coaching, I would come, I'd get a ticket, I'd be in the stands. It's just a fun atmosphere. There's always something going on, and it's good softball. Our conference is super competitive, so every game you're going to go to is going to be a good game, but it's just fun. It's just there's really no other way to describe it besides fun.
You're talking about the conference. So last question for you before I let you get out of here is, expectations for this year's team in now what is one of the best conferences in the country. We've played some really good teams in the Lone Star Conference.
Absolutely. I mean, I have super high expectations of this team. I think it's going to be a fun team to come out and watch. I mean, we're going to compete against any team in our conference, and I think we have the ability to go out and be one of the top teams in the conference, and any of the top 3 or 4 teams in our conference. And it's a battle.
Yeah.
It's a battle, and any given day, every team can come out and win. But I think we're going to be really good. I think we're going to be strong.
Can't wait to get the season started. Love having fun out there with the Lady Buffs. Mentioned that they'll be on the road February 4th, but at home we'll start at the WT Invitational February 10th through February 12th. Coach, good luck this season. Cannot wait to see the ladies out there at Schaefer Park.
Thanks for having me.
All right, we'll take a quick timeout, come back, give you the stats from the first half, and get you ready for the third quarter. Lady Buffs lead over Eastern New Mexico 40-26 at halftime. We're back after these messages.
Delicious, refreshing, Pepsi.
The best tailgates start with the best beef, and the best beef starts with Market Street. Market Street, where we do beef the best.
We are Carpet Tech, and we are family. More than carpet cleaners, we're a team. Diving right in, not afraid to invest in our work and each other. We're killing it day in and day out, never shrinking from a challenge. Our people are 1 part passion, 1 part grit, and about a zillion parts awesome. And we are always looking to add to our family. So what are you waiting for?
Choosing the right countertops for your kitchen can be tricky. Nowadays, there are hundreds of colors, patterns, and textures and materials that range from natural to engineered stone. Marble Depot is here for you throughout every step of the process. And yes, we do have a lot of options that might make that decision a little harder, but we're also going to ask the right questions so that you get the most out of your investment. So come by our showroom and let us help create what you've been dreaming of.
Take a look at our first half statistics. Eastern New Mexico from the floor, 10 of 35 for 28%. Just 2 of 11 from beyond the arc, 18%. They went to the line 6 times, converting 4. For the Lady Buffs, 13 of 30 is 43%. 6 of 11, 54% from three-point range. They were 5 of 8 in the first quarter. 8 of 9 from the line is 88%. For the Greyhounds, Julieta Ceja has 2 points, 2 rebounds. Deja Adrian has 5 points. Lejuria Saunders, 4 points, 2 rebounds. Ashley Shipley with 4 points. Bella Stone, 5 points, 2 rebounds. Corin Kamara, 3 points, 2 rebounds. Kiki Roberts has 3 rebounds. Adisha Beck has 3 points, 3 boards, and Marley Freeman has 1 rebound. For the Lady Buffs, Nylam Sabach, 3 points, 5 boards. Kamira Decker, 3 points, 2 rebounds. Zam Roberts, 9 points, 2 rebounds, but she took a seat on the bench late in the second quarter. It looked like she might have tweaked that left knee a bit. Carly Motzenbacher leading all scorers with 10 points, 3 rebounds. Lauren Taylor with 1 rebound. Asia Hamir, 7 points. Jayla Burgess, 2 rebounds. Holly Stalder with 2 points, 1 rebound. Lady Buffs and the Greyhounds both with 19 rebounds as a team. Lady Buffs 7 turnovers in the first half to 4 for the Greyhounds. And as we welcome Lucas Kinsey back, an 18-2 run to close out the first half has really been the deciding factor in this ballgame right now.
Yeah, you know, Eastern's got to be thinking in that second quarter they just could not score. But West Texas A&M on the other side, they were getting those stops, getting down the court, getting some transition looks. And so a chance for Eastern. If they're going to get back in this, they need a solid start here in the second half. Greyhounds have the ball as Adisha Beck takes it inside and scores off the window. Good patience there. They were giving her the three-pointer, but she didn't want that shot. And
she got to the one she wanted.
Exactly. Lead cut to 12. Lady Buffs, first offensive possession. Machenbacher, see if she can stay hot. She'll pass outside. Three-pointer from Kamira Decker. Missed it. Wow, what a battle for the rebound. It's going to go into the hands of Taylor. Misses it. Machenbacher picks it up. Himer, three, no. Machenbacher, another offensive rebound. Just her hustle.
And she draws the foul. Looks like Bella Stone just picked up her third personal.
I just, whether it's the women's game, men's game, nobody goes to the boards like Carly. Look at that.
I mean, she knows where the ball's going.
Well, and she does a great job when the shot is released. The defender, has got to turn and find Carly for the block out because she's trying to get position. It's the first thing she does. Driving a foul. Right now, Eastern having a lot of difficulty blocking out 23. They're having difficulty staying in front of number 23. This is a good showing today by Carly.
Lazuria Saunders picks up her second foul there. Lady Buffs to inbound to the right of their bucket.
Machenbacher, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists so far. Greyhounds shooting 31% for the game. Taylor calls out a set, moves it into the corner. Good ball movement, Lauren Taylor. Three's off the mark, and this time Eastern's able to secure the rebound. In transition, a three. They needed that one, and they got it. The Greyhounds knocking it down, Ashley Shipley. And that is a foul.
Yeah, on the inbound pass. Deja Adrian, her second, team's third.
Adrian with 5 points. Shipley leads the way for the Greyhounds, scoring 7. Here's Himer. Drives, loses it. Good steal for the Greyhounds as Saunders takes it away. 2-on-1, left-handed layup good for number 12, Deja Adrian, and that's what the Greyhounds want to see, forcing turnovers, get out and run in transition. They've cut the lead back to 7.
And another turnover.
Wow. Coach Prock, hands on hips, does not like that. A three-pointer for Eastern goes, and it's a 4-point game. And it was Adrian that knocked down the three, 40-36.
She averages 17. She's got 10 to this point.
Yeah, she's woken up here in this third quarter. Eastern bench getting into it. And they force, is that 3 straight turnovers? Lady Buffs 10th of the game, and Eastern has turned the turnovers into 10 points.
Sam Roberts returns to the court, replacing Asia Himer. Jayla Burgess for Kamira Decker.
Adrian goes strong to the rim, misses the shot, and the ball is poked out of bounds, last touched by the Greyhounds. Goes back to West Texas A&M. Got some scores for us.
Got a halftime score from San Angelo. Cameron, 26. Angelo State, 25 at the half. Also at the half, UTPB leads Midwestern State 40-31. Arkansas Fort Smith trails St. Edwards 38-31. Texas A&M Kingsville at home leading UT Tyler 24-16.
A nice bucket inside there for the Lady Buffs. They needed that one.
Lubbock Christian leading Western New Mexico in the third quarter 35-27. And at the half, Texas Women's and Texas A&M International tied at 26.
It was Carly Machenbacher that made the layup. Eastern with a quick three, didn't get it, and then a foul goes against the Greyhounds. Ball back to WT. You talk about that Cameron score, Kent, and it kind of sums up on the women's side the balance in the league this year. Angelo State at the top in the conference standings, at least on the West Division, right? Cameron has been up and down, but today they're up at the half.
We keep hearing that the West Division is the tougher of the two. We'll find out next week as the Lady Buffs and the Buffs go to the Metroplex to take on TWU and Dallas Baptist, respectively, and then UT Tyler.
Three-pointer missed by Thabach. Yeah, right now Texas Women's 5-0 in division, 14-1 overall. UT Tyler 14-2 overall. As a shot is missed there by the Greyhounds.
And as you look at division standings, the only number that matters is first place. That gives the top seed to the postseason tournament. After the first place team in each division, they seed you by your overall conference record.
I was glad you figured that out for me the other day, Kent. Taylor slips, falls down, and Eastern's going to force the jump ball. Possession arrow will keep it with the Lady Buffs. 2 seconds on the shot clock as Kamira Decker will check in along with Holly Stalder. It's a 6-point lead for WT. When the Lady Buffs have had possessions that are solid in terms of not turning the ball over, the offense is really good. Eastern's game has been, let's force those turnovers. That's where they've gotten their points. All right, 2 seconds to shoot it. Zam heaves this shot up, and it hits the front rim.
That's a good effort. Offensive rebound by Decker, and the putback.
And she got it. Hey, for only having 2 seconds on the shot clock.
And that was a heave.
And you get that bucket there. A three-pointer from Eastern New Mexico off the front rim on the attempt by Saunders. Step back three. No good for Stalder, but a nice rebound by Kamira Decker. So they get another chance here. Inside, it works. Kamira Decker doing work against her old team. Lady Buffs lead back up to 10. They led it by 14 at the break. Eastern cut it to 4, and the Lady Buffs have bumped it back up to 10. At the left elbow, Edisha Beck goes to work, spins, and leaves the shot short.
That's Carly's 6th rebound.
Yeah, I'm smelling double-double today for Carly. She misses the layup. Good defense in transition by Eastern New Mexico. They'll push ahead. Here's Bella Stone. Had a strong start to the game. And that's a bucket and a foul. They go to Edisha Beck. Draws the foul against Kamira Decker. Count the bucket and a free throw here for the Greyhounds coming after this media timeout. It is today the 90th meeting between these two teams, Lady Buffs and the Greyhounds. It's a 46-38 advantage for the home team right now. We'll take a timeout, come back with more hoops from the First United Bank Center after these messages.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Jenkins Doors and Windows began serving the Texas Panhandle in 1927, and we take pride in being a part of your neighborhood. We don't use false promises or gimmicks. We simply offer quality doors and windows at a fair price, and we stand behind every sale. Jenkins is family owned and operated, and proudly continues the traditions of quality and excellence that started over 80 years ago. Call us at 372-4336 or stop by our showroom at 820 West 6th and let our knowledgeable staff help you pick out the perfect doors and windows for your home.
Kent, there's a look at that cheering section for Asia Himer.
That's her family come over from the Albuquerque area. They're vocal today. They got reason to be. Lady Buffs up 46-38, and Asia Himer with 7 points in the first half.
See, I want a Kent Johnson cardboard cutout, right?
You wouldn't have to enlarge it too much to make a fat head.
Those would be popular, I think. Free throw good for
We've got,
Edisha Beck.
They give out the fat heads of the players as the fans come into the First United Bank Center. We've got a South Park fat head down in the band.
Yes, the South Park character has replaced Josh Prock, he was playing in the band Thursday night. A drive and a foul. Stone is fouled. She'll go to the free throw line. Good transition play there for Eastern New Mexico. There you go.
Got to give a shout-out to the WT Pep Band. They are top-notch, and it makes a difference when they're here. And by that, I mean during the break,
absolutely,
when classes are out, not enough local members of the band to make a solid band, but when they are here, they definitely add to the atmosphere.
I'm going to have to look this up, Kent, because I'm not familiar with
figure out who it is.
All of the South Park characters.
Once upon a time, I could have told you, but it's been a while. Bella Stone at the line, shooting twice, misses on the first, misses them both. Kamira Decker with the rebound and the outlet to Holly Stalder. Lady Buffs break the pressure. Stalder to Kane, who shoots a three, misses, but there's Lauren Taylor with the rebound.
These offensive boards are really hurting Eastern New Mexico right now. WT getting extra looks. And Zam Roberts will back it up, and they'll run a set here with 8 seconds to shoot it. Roberts past the defense, puts up a runner, and it is no good. Good look, though.
Lucas, I know you were scrambling to...
Randy Marsh is what our director, Jacob Griffin, just told me. A three-pointer, not from Randy Marsh, but from Edisha Beck. As we're trying to figure out our South Park characters, just want to be accurate. Yeah, the guy up there in the band today is Randy Marsh.
Half of our viewers are saying, who's he? And the other half say, cool.
I know who Randy Moss is, but not Randy Marsh. Here is a drive from Stalder. Missed the shot.
Kamira Decker fouled on her turnaround. Foul against the Greyhounds. This may go against Deja Adrian. That's her third.
Yeah, the viewers never know what they're going to get in a broadcast here with the Thunder Vision team.
Thursday it was the Hokey Pokey.
Yes.
Today it's South Park.
That's right. Here's Kamira Decker at the line, and she makes the first free throw.
I mean, we couldn't be Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit and just keep it to ball, could we?
No. Second free throw good there for Decker. I heard something, Kent, recently about Al Michaels, who I love. Love Al Michaels, one of my favorite broadcasters. They said during the football games he has a full course meal at halftime.
Wow.
That they provide there. So
it's part of his contract.
I guess so. We just go with the popcorn here at the First United Bank Center, or sometimes the nachos. There's a foul on the other end. I think Lauren Taylor reached in and commits the foul. So Eastern staying in this game with their transition offense, getting the ball down the court in a hurry, forcing some fouls here. But the Lady Buffs have gone cold. 0 for their last 5 from the field and 1 for their last 7 down the stretch here in this third quarter. Still lead by 7. First free throw off the mark for Eastern New Mexico. Deja Adrian. The third quarter, 15 points for Eastern New Mexico, just 8 for West Texas A&M. They have struggled shooting in the quarter. Both free throws off the mark, though, by the Greyhounds. And a jump ball is called. It'll stay with Eastern New Mexico.
And the Greyhounds shooting below 50% from the line. That's really hurting them as well, especially as the game stays close.
Coach Prock frustrated that the Lady Buffs couldn't secure the rebound off of 2 missed free throws. Greyhounds can cut it to 5 with a 2. They can cut it to 4 if they're able to knock down a 3. They've only made 4 of their 15 three-point tries today, though. Plenty of time. Shot clock at 17 seconds. Stone. They move it around the perimeter. Good defense by Himer on Stone. Stone can't get around her. Machenbacher comes from behind and
takes it away.
Good defense by Himer and Machenbacher. That is that much improved defense that Coach Prock told us at the start of this season from Asia Himer.
Well, and as a whole, you're seeing more intensity from the Lady Buffs today than what we saw Thursday.
Kane takes the skip pass from Machenbacher, knocks it down. The three from Kyla Kane give the assist to Carly Machenbacher. They nearly got a steal, but they're going to call a reach foul on Himer.
They're calling Aisha Himer with the block.
Okay.
Jason Smith making the call there. Yeah, this is going to be
good look.
Kyla's three. She's open. Bang.
Yeah, you knew that one was going in from the time it left her hand. It's a 10-point lead for West Texas A&M.
For Himer, that's her third personal foul.
Good defense by Carly, and a turnover against Eastern New Mexico. As
it's just their seventh.
Yeah, Adrian was trying to drive against Carly and just kept moving her feet. Subs in for West Texas A&M. Zam back on the floor, along with Lauren Taylor. Good finish to the quarter right now here for West Texas A&M. Neither team shooting particularly high on the percentages. WT 35%, 37, 36 for Eastern, and a two-pointer's dropped in.
Kyla Kane, nice mid-range jumper shooting off the dribble.
Kane has 5 points off the bench. Eastern, it's gone back and forth in this quarter, trailing by 12 right now. In the paint, the botch thought she had a shot block, instead picks up a foul on a drive by Lazaria Saunders.
That was Sabach picking up her first personal foul. Fifth Lady Buff team foul. Sends Lazaria Saunders to the line, shooting twice.
It's a 7-0 run right now by West Texas A&M. Snapped with that free throw. Enjoyed visiting with Michael Mook at halftime. Lady Buff softball coach Kent will visit with Josh Vanderberg at halftime of the men's game. WT baseball coach and Kent both programs, softball and baseball, in the discussion yearly for competing for championships.
Oh, yeah. Buff baseball team, 8 consecutive regional appearances.
Kyla Kane really heating up, knocks down another 3.
She has 8 of the Lady Buffs' 13 here in the third quarter.
And a good job finding her. You know, you find the hot hand. Got to know where those shooters are and keep feeding them. Nine seconds on the shot clock, 13 game clock. Eastern milking it. Up top, a three-pointer for Shipley. Too strong. Ball tapped out of bounds to go back to West Texas A&M with 5 seconds left, and this lead is 14. That's where it was at halftime.
And you remember, Eastern came out hot to start the third.
Cut it to
Lady
4.
Buffs have overcome that.
Full court pressure from Eastern New Mexico. Kane has got to hurry. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Deep three for Kane, and it's off the mark. Crowd was ready to erupt if she would have knocked that one down. 56-42, a strong finish to the third quarter for Coach Prock and company. Some work for the Greyhounds as we head to the fourth quarter. We're back after these messages here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
Welcome to Shimon Dental Group, where every day we're excited to see our patients and treat them like family. We are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality care in a friendly and comfortable environment. Shimon Dental Group's patient-focused philosophy puts your needs front and center.
We are constantly investing in leading-edge technology. Innovations that speed the treatment process and improve aesthetics. We're expanding the breadth of our cosmetic and restorative services through training to provide the best possible outcomes.
Just with the level of commitment that they show to taking care of my family and I, it's absolutely unmatched in this town, so I've been very happy with them.
Brightening smiles for more than 3 decades.
Contact Shimon Dental Group for your appointment today.
Well, Lucas Kinza, you want to inject some enthusiasm into the First United Bank Center. How about a half-court shot for $500? Look at this.
Hey, Kent, that's a great shot there, and that looks like Kyla Kane shooting it from the three-point line in the third quarter for the Lady Buffs. That's awesome.
Kyla with 8 points, including a pair of threes in the third quarter. Lady Buffs maintain their 14-point halftime lead as we start the fourth. WT on top, 56-42. 19 of 49 from the floor, 39% for the Lady Buffs. Greyhounds, 16 of 46, 35%. Lady Buffs have knocked down 8 of 22 three-pointers, and they are 10 of 11 from the line.
And Carly Machenbacher continues the hot shooting for the Lady Buffs from the perimeter, knocks that one down, 59-42. I even love the celebratory hug there with Cedric Knowlton after the shot was made. That was cool.
You earn $500, you'll hug anybody.
That's right. A foul goes against West Texas A&M. Inside. And it's a shooting foul. Deja Adrian's going to the free throw line. They call the foul against Zam Roberts.
And as if championship basketball isn't enough reason to come to the First United Bank Center, the opportunity to win $500 each game is.
Yeah. Free throw's good for Adrian. I like the form on that half-court shot, too. You got to get a running start. You don't want to leave it short. Give yourself a chance. 15-point lead for the number 20 ranked Lady Buffs, trying to win at home for a 23rd straight time. Kane, three-pointer. Man, the girl is on fire.
11 points in the second half for Kyla Kane.
Shooters will tell you they get into this mode, and it seems like the basket is as big as the ocean. Good rebound for Kane. Zam wants in on the action. Her three's too strong. .8:45 to play, fourth quarter. Lady Buffs leading big here. Greyhounds go to work, and a two-pointer off the window. Good muscle inside from Lazaria Saunders. For the game, Lady Buffs now shooting 40% from the field. Greyhounds 35%. Taylor just missed the layup.
4 minutes to play in the third period. Cameron still leading Angelo State 38-37.
Oh, good look there. The three-pointer knocked in for Ashley Shipley. Lead cut back to 13. We've seen the Greyhounds whittle this lead down again early third quarter. They cut it to 4, but the Lady Buffs have had an answer every time, and a stroll in the park off the window layup, left-handed style there for Zam Roberts. And WT offensively cooking here in the second half. 64-49 lead. We're back after this timeout here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Freshman from Wellington, Kyla Kane, 11 points on 4 of 6 shooting, including 3 three-pointers that she's knocked down. And Kent, you can see these shots are going in, and she's feeding off that, playing some strong defense, getting some rebounds. Just a freshman, but a really talented player.
Well, came from a good, solid program at Wellington High School, and having one heck of a afternoon today. Her season high 12 against Oklahoma Panhandle State.
Under 8 minutes to play. Greyhounds trying to get back in it. That's not going to help. Carly Machenbacher steals it on the entry pass into the paint. For Machenbacher, 4 assists and 2 steals to go with her 15 points. Kane drives on the defense, tries to scoop one in and misses it. Pretty good job inside by Eastern. Can the Greyhounds get a bucket now? Spinning, too strong on the look from Adrian, and then the ball loose. Taylor comes up with it, pushes ahead. In transition, Kane draws a foul. Stone putting her arms up saying, I didn't reach in.
That's Bella Stone's 4th personal foul, the first Greyhound foul of the 4th quarter.
And Kent, you would say, in pregame we mentioned this, there just was not much energy from the Lady Buffs Thursday night, even though they did win the game.
They fought through, got the win,
and it changed today.
Yeah.
They've had that intensity.
The message was sent. It's been received. They're playing well.
Kane gets them both. The free throws are good. You know, before the game, Coach Prock was visiting with me, and he said, and he just felt like today, he said, I'm going to try to back off a little bit in terms of the girls have to figure things out. I mean, when things aren't going and it has to do with hustle and intensity and effort, he said, that's on them. And I'm going to coach them in the timeouts and do those things. But today, the Lady Buffs have responded. Taylor passed the defense, missed the layup. The crowd liked that little split, but she was unable to finish. The Greyhounds are able to finish in transition. Good feed from Stone inside to her teammate Adisha Beck. 66-51 lead for WT.
Beck with 12 points on the game, has 9 here in the second half.
Ten seconds on the shot clock. WT being patient. Taylor, a 3 with a defender coming in her face, coming right at her, and Taylor knocks it down. The defense came over. The hand was up. It didn't matter. Taylor made the 3 on the other side. The botch blocks the shot. And it's going to be Eastern's ball. Wow, the threes for West Texas A&M. Lauren Taylor has made 3 of them today. 3 of 4. An answer way too strong on the attempt from Bella Stone. As a team, the Lady Buffs, 11 3-pointers, nearly 12. That one, a good look for Himer. She missed it. But another look. Machenbacher skips it out. Taylor, can she do it again? No, but there's Carly for a rebound and a 2. The Lady Buffs have 13 offensive rebounds today. They're out rebounding the Greyhounds 39-29, and they lead 71-51. Here's a shot from Taylor, and again, you just always see 23 racing into the paint. Score right now, a 20-point advantage. Let's stay here. Let's check some of the conference scores while we got a break here. 5:30 to play in the 4th quarter. The Lady Buffs leading comfortably, and what's going on around the league?
Well, down in Lubbock Christian with an easy lead in the 4th quarter over Western New Mexico, 63-42. In Oklahoma City, it's Oklahoma Christian leading St. Mary's 53-38. That is at the end of 3. Down in Laredo, Texas A&M International trailing Texas Woman's 49-40. TWU currently leading the East Division of the LSC. In San Angelo, they're at the end of 3. Angelo State 45-44 over Cameron. And here at the First United Bank Center, the Lady Buffs with a 71-51 lead over Eastern New Mexico. 5:30 to play in the fourth. Lady Buffs 11 of 28 from three-point range, 24 of 60 from the floor, 12 of 13 from the line.
Greyhounds struggling against that full court pressure. They do break it, and a three is put up, in and out, no good. On the attempt from Adrian, a good hustle play there by Corin Camara to tie up the ball. It's going to give Eastern another chance. They'll reset the shot clock to 20. Again, Eastern has lost to WT 7 straight times. There have been some close battles, but it's been WT that's been able to come away with victories. And that's an offensive foul called. Himer just moving her feet, playing really good ball defense, forces a foul against Deja Adrian.
That'll be Adrian's fourth, calling the charge.
Good ball movement. Ahead it goes to Nylam Fabach. Doesn't get any easier than that. Good passing by the Lady Buffs. Fabach has 5 points to go with her 5 rebounds today. And that assist was from Asia Himer. Good numbers there. We mentioned the turnovers for the Lady Buffs today, 11, but they have 13 assists. That's a good number. At the free throw line for Eastern, this will be Kiki Roberts. 4:43 to play. Kyla Kane checks back in. Lauren Taylor goes to the bench. Taylor, a strong game today with 9 points and 5 rebounds. And free throw woes continue for the Greyhounds. Today they are 8 of 16 at the line.
Sam Roberts double teamed in the backcourt. Got that ball over on the sideline and lost control. That sideline and baseline can be a defender at times when you get that double team working.
Greyhounds at the sideline throw in here. Edisha Beck. Oh, blocked. Burgess with an incredible defensive play, and then Zam steals it away. Roberts to Kane, and her foot was out of bounds. I was expecting her to put that one up in the air the way she's been shooting. It's a turnover. Look at this block inside by Burgess. Just great timing and athleticism to finish it off.
And then Zam comes in from the backside and takes it away.
73-52 lead for the home team, Lady Buffs. Three-pointer short. Oh, Burgess secured the rebound, but she goes down. She's in a lot of pain, and that is not good.
You could see she was in pain as she grabbed that rebound.
Yep. Teammates are going to help her up. And hard to tell right now just the way she went down, if it's an ankle. But good that she's walking at this point. 4:03 still left to play in the fourth quarter. Burgess will walk off. See her grab the rebound. Kind of just hopped up there.
It was hard to tell if she got her ankle hooked on the defender's leg or if she stepped on a foot.
Yeah, you look at Burgess, and she's got both feet ankle braces on. A lot of players will tape and then brace. It's just hard in the game of basketball. You're always up in the air, and you don't know what you're going to land on. Full court pressure, Zam Roberts breaks it easily. As Eastern trying to get some steals, get some more offensive possessions, trailing by 21 points with just 3:50 to play. Roberts fakes the pass, takes a shot, and the foul is called. It's going against Edisha Beck. 3 fouls on Beck. Roberts makes that one. 12 points today for Zam to go with her 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and a steal. And she got them both. Good free throw shooter there for WT. Zam will come out, and replacing her will be Holly Stalder. 3 players in double figures. The Lady Buffs, you know, Warren Taylor has 9, Kamira Decker has 9, so they're close to 5 players scoring in double figures today. Good balance. We've seen that throughout this season for WT. A foul is going to go against Hemer there. Having trouble staying with Deja Adrian.
It's going to be Asia's 4th. WT's 4th as a team.
Deja against Asia. Inbound throw here for the Greyhounds. They get it to Beck. Strong move, missed the shot. Taylor secures the rebound, and then they call the foul on Beck. Beck felt like she was fouled when she put the shot up.
That's Beck's 4th.
Team 4th.
Just 3.5 minutes to play as the Lady Buffs, it's a tight game. Go back to the first quarter, 22-19. Lady Buffs had a good finish to the second quarter, led by 14 at halftime. Eastern cut it to a 4-point lead halfway through the third quarter, and then after that, it's been all WT. Decker gets a rebound, misses it, gets it again, and scores the second time.
Then Kamira called for the foul at the defensive end, picks up her 3rd personal. Lady Buffs 4th as a team. You know, Lucas, Thursday night, the Lady Buffs held Western New Mexico under their season average, allowing just 57 points. Eastern New Mexico, sitting on 52 points with 3 minutes to play, is 13 points shy of what their season scoring average is.
Yeah. This is the defensive effort and execution that we're used to seeing from Josh Prock's teams. For West Texas A&M, there's a 2-point shot put up by Eastern, missed. Kane was out of bounds as she touched it off the miss from Marley Freeman. But I think this was one, though, from Thursday that the players, you didn't have to say a whole lot because they knew it. They knew that they needed to be better. Macaulay Gregory checks in as Asia Hemer heads to the bench. She finishes her game today with 7 points. Hemer does. 3-pointer off the mark there for the Greyhounds, and it'll go back to West Texas A&M. Eastern struggling here. 0 for their last 8 from the field, 1 for their last 10. They don't have a field goal in nearly 5 minutes. And Sienna Lenz will check in for Kyla Kane, who had an incredible game today.
You also have Skylie James on the floor, Macaulay Gregory, and Zoe McBroom. They'll join Holly Stalder.
Finish this one off. James, ball poked free. It'll stay with West Texas A&M underneath their own bucket. Holly Stalder to throw it in here. So again, this lineup on the floor, 3 freshmen. Stalder, a contested 2 off the mark. Rebound secured by Eastern New Mexico. They'll race ahead. Kiki Roberts draws contact.
Macaulay Gregory picks up her first, and that'll be team foul number 5 against the Lady Buffs, sending Kiki Roberts to the line, shooting twice. Buffaloes and the Greyhounds coming up approximately 25 minutes after the conclusion of this contest. Lady Buffs led by 14 at the half. Currently up 25, make it 24. As Roberts makes the back end of the 2-shot opportunity.
Ball poked free and stolen. Roberts will go coast to coast, but left-handed layup not able to finish. So WT will push ahead in transition. A two-pointer for McBroom is no good. Zoe trying to get it right back, but it's going to stay with the Greyhounds. Good effort. A drive and a score. That one pretty there for number 23, Alexandra Sarienya.
Say it fast enough and it works.
That's right. McBroom open and hits it. Three-pointer good for Zoe McBroom. And as a team, three-pointer number 12 today for West Texas A&M. Just all the way around, good shooting. 14 of 15 at the free throw line for the Lady Buffs. Field goal percentage above 40. And they've done a good job defensively most of this game against Eastern New Mexico. Layup was missed. Battle for the loose ball, and a jump ball is called. It's going to go back to the Lady Buffs. That one looked like it hurt a little bit. Kiki Roberts trying to get that loose ball and just fell right on top of it. Hopefully she's okay. 1 minute, 8 seconds to play. Coming into today's game, the Lady Buffs in the division were just one game behind Angelo State. Eastern New Mexico was sitting at 2-3 in the division. Skyly James off the window. Good score inside for the freshman.
.420 to play down in San Angelo. Cameron has retaken the lead, 52-51.
That would be a huge win for the Aggies if they're able to pull it off. Steal from McBroom. Zoe will go coast to coast, but missed the layup, and then a foul called against WT. Good effort, good steal, just unable to convert on the other end. Yeah, you win on the road at Angelo State if you're Cameron. That is a huge victory. And the rest of the Lone Star Conference is probably sitting there going, go ahead and pull it off, Cameron, because Angelo was 6-0.
They're currently tied at 52, and Cameron has not had the best of seasons to this point. That would be a huge, huge game if they could come out on top.
Free throw missed there by Corin Camara.
Just 38 seconds left in this contest. 82-55. Lady Buffs on top. And we're going to have a lane violation.
So Eastern.
Julieta Seja steps into the lane. Well, no, I take that back. It goes against the Lady Buffs.
Three-pointer missed. Sienna Lenz gets the rebound, and Sienna will push ahead. Oh, threads the needle on a bounce pass ahead to Zoe McBroom. Good transition play there. McBroom has 5 points now. As we have just 12 seconds left in this game. It's hard to believe, Kent, how, you know, it's nearly a 30-point difference here at how close this one was for most of the game. WT in the 90th meeting between these two teams comes out victorious, 84-55, the win for West Texas A&M, a 23rd straight here at home at the First United Bank Center for the Lady Buffs. They improved to 15-3 overall and 8-2 in LSC play. The Greyhounds fall on the season 7-8 overall, 4-6 in LSC play. We'll take a timeout, come back and have the post-game show for you, and then following that, we'll have the West Texas A&M men and Eastern New Mexico Greyhounds. We're back after this timeout. Final score, 84-55. Lady Buffs win it.
Energy is a glowing sphere of hot gas. It's an ocean of air. And at Excel Energy, we make it safe. It's why we train first responders. Help you identify where utility lines are buried. Sir, do not dig there. And it's why we study the flight paths of majestic golden eagles before we build a wind farm. Safer energy, people. It's all part of a carbon-free 2050. You, us, together.
Went for a onside kick, landed on my knee pretty hard and ended up fracturing my femur. I ended up having to go back and have surgery. Even the day after I had surgery, I was back in the clinic here. It's nice to have people help me rehab at a caliber of what I'm used to feeling like I can do. One thing that I really liked was having the access to the turf, because that's what I'm used to playing on. Now, I mean, it feels like nothing had ever happened. You have a choice of where you can go. This is one of the best places in Amarillo.
Since 1910, WT and the Department of Agricultural Sciences has provided high-quality education to the students of the Panhandle and beyond.
At WT, professors know me and are committed to my success.
If you want to get an ag industry job, WT is where you need to be.
I don't want just a job and a paycheck after graduation. I want a career where I can make a difference.
WT invested in my career. I intend to pay it forward.
Welcome to Shimon Dental Group, where every day we're excited to see our patients and treat them like family. We are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality care in a friendly and comfortable environment. Shimon Dental Group's patient-focused philosophy puts your needs front and center.
We are constantly investing in leading-edge technology. Innovations that speed the treatment process and improve aesthetics. We're expanding the breadth of our cosmetic and restorative services through training to provide the best possible outcomes.
Just with the level of commitment that they show to taking care of my family and I, it's absolutely unmatched in this town, so I've been very happy with them.
Brightening smiles for more than 3 decades.
Contact Shimon Dental Group for your appointment today.
90 years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1831 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
It was a close game at the beginning. Really in the third quarter, though, Eastern cut it to 4 points, and then from that point on, Lady Buffs went on a run. What went so right in that second half today?
We started to move the ball more and just move without the ball more, and I think that really opened up our offense and made their defense move more and allowed us to get open shots.
Talk about opening up the offense. You did that in the second half. 13 points. You got hot from the three-point line. Talk about your performance in the second half. Your teammates were looking for you when you got hot.
Yeah, I was feeling good on the three. I could feel it in warm-up. But we just knew as long as we skipped it, the backside was open for the three, and we just got to knock them down.
When you're making the threes, when your teammates are making the threes, because as a team today, you look down, the Lady Buffs made 12 of them. Do you feel that crowd igniting you, and you feel like the next one's going in?
Yes, sir. I feel like the three really gets us going, and when we're down and when we can knock those down in the big times in the game, and it really helps us.
Talk about that offense now. We got to talk about defense, because you played really good defense today as well as a team. From Thursday to tonight, much different look. What did the players say coming off of Thursday? Even in a win, it was close. You needed to play better defense tonight, and you did.
Yes, sir. In practice after Thursday, we really focused on improving our defense and just playing how we know how to, and just being where our feet are and playing for each other.
You did a great job today, Kyla. Go celebrate with your teammates.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, we'll bring in Michaela Connor, and she'll visit with us here, the assistant coach for the Lady Buffs. Coach, great job today getting this win over Eastern, 84-55. Let's start with, even though you scored 84 points, I want to start with the defense, because it was much better. That intensity was there. Talk about your defensive effort against a tough Eastern New Mexico team.
Well, hands down to them, they're very tough and they're super physical, and we kind of prepped our girls for that going into the game. And I think our girls just completely bought into that after a few bumps in the road in games before where we may have not had a really good defensive effort. I think they really just locked in and did what they needed to do on the defensive end.
Obviously, this is a rivalry, and there's a lot going with this game. You know, Coach Brock used to coach at Eastern. He used to play at Eastern. Zam and Kamira, they were pretty fired up at the start of this one as well. They had that energy today against the Greyhounds.
And I think that was something that kind of came natural for them because of that rivalry, because that was somewhere where we all came from. And I think that's just something we're going to have to grow into, to have that energy everywhere. Every time we step on the floor, we got to have that same energy like people are coming for us.
12 threes made as a team. That continues to be a strength. Talk about Kyla Kane. She got hot, scored 13 points in the second half. She's proving that she can do that even though she's just a freshman.
Yeah. Well, you know, obviously freshmen have always had, you know, the trials and tribulations going throughout the season, but we've just always told her that we're continuously going to be confident in her, that she has a great shot. And I think she's just one of those kids who once she hits one, she's going to get rolling. And so hopefully she'll build her confidence on this going into the next games because we're really going to need her.
Great job today. You get the win 84-55, and we'll be back. Lady Buffs will be on the road here. Talk about that as you're going to head on the road and have to continue this success.
Well, going into next week, Thursday's game is probably going to be one of our biggest games. TWU, as I know right now, is still undefeated in conference. They have really good size. They match up well with us, so that's something that we're going to be talking about all week. We're going to be prepping for. And, of course, UT Tyler, they play a lot of zone, and that's not something we normally see either. So those two games, especially road games, are really big. But I think that our girls, especially being a play off of this game, will be able to step up to that challenge knowing how big those two games are.
Congratulations. Good luck on the road. Congratulations on the big win today at home.
Thank you.
All right. 84-55, the final. Lady Buffs win this one. We'll take a break and wrap things up here from the First United Bank Center.
It's got the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of, and now it's here. First Financial Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly, local approval. It's service that just comes naturally to us, much like a love of tradition comes naturally to you. First Financial Bank, you first. Member FDIC.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Welcome to MediDrive Pharmacy. We greet you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to console you and answer all your questions. Our Health Mart Pharmacy specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly professional service and the highest quality of medicine and health products. We accept most insurance plans, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we offer free in-town delivery to your home or business. Come visit us for all your health care needs.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. We appreciate Kyla Kane, Lady Buffs freshman guard, joining us post-game, and also Michaela Connor, assistant coach for WT. The Lady Buffs win it today, 84-55 over Eastern New Mexico. Look at those stats for you as WT does a good job, really both sides of the floor, both offense and defense. The three-pointers stand out, 12 made threes as a team for the Lady Buffs. They continue their hot shooting from the perimeter. At the free throw line, only one miss, 14 of 15 there for WT. Eastern left some points out from the charity stripe, 10 of 20 there for the Greyhounds. A big rebound advantage, that played a big story in today's game, 47-36 in favor of West Texas A&M. Of the 47 rebounds, 15 were offensive rebounds. Kamira Decker had 5 offensive rebounds So that was impressive there. Individually for the Lady Buffs, mentioned Kyla Kane off the bench. Did all of her scoring in the second half. 13 points on 4 of 8 shooting, including 3 of 5 from the three-point line. WT was led today by Carly Matschenbacher, following her 22 points Thursday. Had 17 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. Carly was tremendous. There were times where she was unguardable offensively and did a really good job defensively as well. 11 points for Kamira Decker, playing against her old team today. She got the start and produced 11 points, 8 rebounds, and assist for Kamira Decker. Zam Roberts also in double figures, 13 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal for Zam, playing against her old team from a few seasons back. Nylam Thabat scores 5 points, gets 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 9 points for Lauren Taylor. Really shot the ball well, hit 3 3-pointers, and had 6 rebounds. Asia Himer, 7 points on 2 of 7 shooting today. 2 points for Holly Stalder off the bench to go with 2 assists. 5 points off the bench for Zoe McBroom, and 2 points inside for Skylee James. On the other side for Eastern New Mexico, the Greyhounds had 3 players score in double figures. Edisha Beck, 12 points, 5 rebounds. Deja Adrian, 12 points, 2 rebounds, a couple of assists. And Ashley Shipley in double figures with 10 points on 4 of 10 shooting. She knocked down a couple of threes. Lazaria Saunders, 7 points, 6 rebounds, and a couple of assists and steals in the loss. 5 points for Bella Stone, 3 points for Corin Camara, 2 points each for Alexandria Saranyenya and Kiki Roberts. Julieta Seja scores 2 points as well. So WT wins 84-55. The Lady Buffs improve on the season, the overall record, to 15-3, 8-2 in Lone Star Conference play. They win at home for a 23rd straight time. Eastern New Mexico suffers their 8th loss of the year, 7-8 overall record, 4-6 in LSC play. That'll do it for the women's game. We appreciate everyone watching. We'll take a quick break and get you ready for West Texas A&M men against Eastern New Mexico.